This year, you've said the tariffs did a bit a number of it. Was there, if you don't mind sharing, the biggest L you had so far this year? And how did you turn around from that?
I've not had like a big L in a single day, but I've had a month where I was in a drawdown. And I remember it was just that month when I just bought my car. I had that hype. It's really affect. What you're doing also affects how you're analyzing the market and how you're looking. And you also, trading is, you have to work. You have to stay, you have to watch the charts, you have to wait for the setup. So I'm just outside, I'm busy. I entered the trade and all that. So I ended up losing a lot of money. I won't give the figures, but it was one of my losing months where I went down.
Okay.
I had to sit down, pause, relax, allow all the heat with everything to cool down, and then I come back slowly in the charts and start. But it takes a lot.
Hi guys, yet again another fine chilly Wednesday of September. I'm your host Jesse with another episode of Bullish Banter. Of course, today we are joined by a special guest. She'll introduce herself a bit. Rufus, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
New month.
Yes,
New
September.
all-time highs.
New all-time highs. October, very close. Then no shave November.
And then December.
Of course.
Yes. What a way to start. Of course, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, as you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back again.
Thank you.
How have you been since the last time we talked a bit about the markets?
I've been
What's good?
I've been good. Crazy growth.
Okay.
Yeah, just pushing and working.
Yeah, traders have a lot of things which they are doing. So what's new in life, if you don't mind sharing?
Just just some few personal growth here and there from the last time that we talked. I think it was around last year, yeah?
Yes, last year.
Yeah, so a lot has happened, a lot of changes. As you know, we've done a lot of events.
Yeah.
I think the last quarter of the year we did events all over the country.
Okay.
Then this year I worked on my personal goals the first half of the year. Yeah, and we are grateful. So far, so good.
Okay.
Well, I would say that we have also grown.
Yeah.
So now we have more listeners, new listeners, including Tanzania, Uganda, Africa, and Middle East. So, mind doing another introduction?
So for those who don't know me, my name is Miss Gathoni. I'm a female trader here in Kenya. Proud to say I'm the best. I'm the best. I've not seen another one like me, so I believe I'm the best.
Maybe they have just not spoken out, but maybe you'll get them out of their woodworks, yeah?
I still believe I'm the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. If you were to describe the current financial markets in one word, so far this year.
This year, I think we had August has not been good, especially on a pair like gold. I think you guys can see we got our breakout. Was it since the week started?
Yeah, Monday.
Since September started. That is when we are getting our breakouts. Even last week on Friday, But we have been ranging for a while, but we are getting our break. We are now in our all-time high, and it's a really good opportunity. So I'm very bullish on that market.
You don't think it will, do what it did? The last time it broke out was around April after Liberation Day.
Yeah.
You don't think it will be a false breakout? Because as we record today, this would be on 3rd of September.
Yeah.
We are on the 7th day of a bullish move.
Definitely at some point, the market has to retrace a little bit. But then we have, if you look at the daily time frame, around April, since April, we have been ranging around the same area.
Yes.
And that is now when we are getting now our major breakout. So I believe that we are going to, long term, we are going to be very bullish on that pair.
Okay.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of things which are, of course, contributing to that.
Yeah.
But I'll like to pull you back a bit. I think last year, around the same time is when we were recording, just before Trump got into office.
Yeah.
And you have not answered my question. In one word, what is the current financial market if you are to describe it?
Can you give me maybe some options? How will I describe it?
You'll come to it. But maybe from your experience so far in the events you have done,
Yeah.
and of course interactions with new traders, and obviously the current financial markets, which are a bit volatile. You've said ranging at some point. How are you finding new traders adapting to these market conditions as you engage with them?
I think, when it comes to the market, it's not about the conditions and all that. It's about more of the experience, more of your roles, more of your discipline, how you're disciplined and all that.
Okay.
So despite the market being, it has not been really, really good. I wouldn't say it has been that good.
Okay.
Especially, do you remember when Trump came in, the markets were, you just wake up, you're going up, gold is doing, you wake up one day, we are selling. So it has been a rough trading months, but I will say, I feel the market, especially when you look at news. Remember, we used to have news and there wasn't any movement, even NFP, nothing. But at least right now we are coming back. At least even the momentum that was there for the fundamentals is back.
Okay.
So I'll say we are getting there.
Getting there, you mean a bit predictable, or a bit filled with opportunities?
It's filled with more opportunities.
Very nice, very nice. Maybe from, let's say, your personal experience this year, what has been the greatest adjustment you have done in line with what you have said? The market was a bit unpredictable, and as traders, you do trade, so it means whether the market is ranging, rising, falling, you tend to be in the markets. Are you moving away from it, adding more assets, or you are sticking to your guns and maybe reducing the frequency of your trades?
I used to think I have to trade every day.
Okay.
But that's not the case.
Okay.
Sometimes the market, there's nothing to trade. There is no setup. The market is just not working out.
Okay.
So I've learned to stay away. I've learned to say, no, it's enough.
Okay.
Because you find that you can make really good profits Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, you're just losing because you think you have now to trade every day, but you forget that the markets will be here today, tomorrow, and the other day. So I've learned to wait. I've learned to pause. The number of trades that I was taking last year and right now, I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit calmer. I pause. If I can't see any setup, I just wait until maybe that time when the market plays out. I've also learned that despite being a trader, despite thinking that, I'm a mentor, I'm also, this year I've also gone to the side where I'm a signal provider. So I've learned people are relying on you for signals for a buy or sell. So you have to be very strict and you have to be very precise and very, very disciplined, because you just can't do it by saying, do that. So I've learned how to be disciplined. I've also learned to step aside away from the markets. When there is no chance, there is no chance.
Okay.
Interesting. So would you say that as you develop in trading, it takes more of slowing down and being more attentive on the specific trades you go for?
Yeah.
And has that been instrumental to your development, or there are more factors involved?
The first thing is, when it comes to trading, with experience beats everything. You see, the more you stay, I'm 1 year ahead, I'm 1 year better. So I've learned a lot of things. Every day I look, whether I'm not trading, I'm still engaging with the markets. Every day I'm looking, every day. So with the experience, everything now becomes very better and you become more calm. You don't have that type of every day you're trading, you're doing, you relax, you become more calm, you see things, and then you become more precise with what you want, what you're looking for in the markets.
You don't get formal. Let's say you wake up on Monday, gold is up 500 pips, and you're like, maybe the momentum will be there, and you get in.
You're squeezing in a few trades.
I've learned one thing. The market will always be here. Today, tomorrow. For example, gold has been breaking out for the last 7 days. So if you missed on Monday, there is Tuesday, and for all we know, maybe it might go up and up and up and up. You see, so that opportunity will always be there. So if you miss, just wait. You'll get another one. Like on Friday, I didn't get the buys. On Monday, we woke up, some retracement, good buys in the evening, and then you enter. You hold or you just close, whichever, but just don't jump in and out. I've learned to be more calm, to be more precise. What am I looking for?
I have a question for both of you. Because I've been getting it a lot as well. Why is it that maybe during the London session, gold is a bit unpredictable, or ranging or opposite of the Asian market, or more precisely opposite of the previous session, and somebody is like, why don't I set up my trades right now, London Open, and then by New York Open, whenever liquidity comes in and everything is checking in, you can maybe benefit from the momentum. Would you advise somebody to wait for the 3 p.m. or take advantage of those few pips in the London session?
It all depends. There are days you wake up and then you get like maybe the London session where we are, the market is presenting an opportunity to enter.
Yeah.
You know, again, it comes back to my plan. What am I looking for? So if it does happen during the London session, we are going to get some buys. But what I know is during the New York session, if I was in a trade, I close it first because you don't know, especially the first few minutes, the market can be a little bit volatile. So sometimes I close it. I just maybe scalp some few pips during the London session, and then you wait for the New York session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rufus, what's your take on that?
Well, okay, I didn't expect this. So there's always patterns within the markets. So if you are looking at let's say long-term momentum in an asset, in between, let's say a period of a year of let's say gold's price action, there will be patterns of bullish momentum, bearish momentum, among other patterns. So gold has literally been one of the best performing markets in 2023, 2024, and so far this year is among the top risers since the year started. So this cycle is basically led by demand and supply, where demand is way higher than supply of gold. And of course, given the macro, what's happening with bonds markets, it's within expectation that gold would keep rising up. But then the short-term patterns that we see on the daily movements include, I would say, periods of liquidity. So you'll notice that there's a lot of liquidity in the Asian session, London session, and New York session. So if, for instance, there has been a very strong rally on the Asian session, you'll see some profit taking, the market pulling back for a while. And then once you get to the New York session, you'll see the market possibly retesting, let's say, the London low or high, and then making a pace to the next level.
Okay.
So yes, it's more of a liquidity pattern where once a session opens and there's more liquidity in the markets, you see a retro test of a previous level. Yeah.
Excellent. From last year, and now you say you are the best female traders.
Yes.
I think there have been a bit more of female traders coming out there, speaking about markets, guiding others, and even perhaps, being outspoken about their trading journey. From last year to this year, what is I would say, the biggest improvement you have seen among females in the trading space compared to maybe last year when you spoke? Is there more, I would say, confidence, or it's still,
First, when it comes to trading and all that, first I will start. It's not about whether you're a guy or you're a lady. This field, when it comes to money has no gender.
Well, when it comes to boxing,
You want us to go for a boxing match?
no.
So money has no gender, but when we look at last year, we barely had a lot of females in the industry. I think we could mention a few that we had, but right now, if you go to TikTok, yes, there are so many upcoming ladies, and I feel like there are some who are really pushing themselves, because I usually look, you just when you're just assessing, when you're going through social media, you can see, and I feel like right now, because maybe they have someone they're looking up to, or there's someone who is in that space who is more confident. So you find that at least right now the ladies, they're few, they're coming, they're really confident, very consistent, and I believe like when we do that, we're going to be having a whole movement.
Well, what would you say is the role of mentors, especially for women traders in Kenya? Also East Africa, we have more audience now. And I've been part of your community since you started, like very early. And I've seen it really grow within a span of 1 year. What would you say is the role of mentors, and how is the uptake in the market? Like, what's your experience mentoring ladies, educating them, and seeing them develop from zero to being profitable?
You see, when it comes to trading, I'll say from my own personal experience, when I started, I didn't know like a lady that back in the days, I didn't know a lady here in Kenya who was like doing so. You're doing it, but you're doing it blindly. You're like, will it play out? What am I doing? Is this really my field? What is happening? And then you doubt yourself. Even when I was first invited for an event where there were Forex traders, I was the only lady, and you're like, you even shy, you don't want to speak your opinion. You can hear them argue about something that you know, but you're very shy, you don't want to speak. So I happened to see some ladies as I was going through social media. I happened to see some ladies in South Africa, and from there I could see that so people are doing this, so ladies are actually doing this, they're actually doing that, and they're making good money, and it's a good business. So it gave me that confidence, and it made me even dream more and work and become more passionate. So having a mentor, having someone that you look up to, it goes a long way, because when you want to give up, you see someone, inspiration, you see someone, and then you get inspired. So it creates that hope that whatever I'm doing, it's doable. Let's say the truth, this field has more people, has more male people than the female people. So it creates that confidence and that sense of hope that, if this and so is doing this, why not me? Or why not? I get a lot of messages from ladies, how you inspire, how you do. And then it becomes very easy for even them to text me. Maybe, for example, in the group, our Women in Forex group, you find that it becomes very easy for them to reach out to me directly. Hi, Gathoni, I have this and this. Because they feel like they can trust me more. Because it's just how is it called? It's just a feeling.
Rapport.
Yeah,
There's a good rapport and I would say trust and openness that you can share.
So having a female in the industry, even any other person, any other trader, like a mentor, it creates that sense of hope, and it makes you see that indeed it's possible.
I think the gap is pretty much breached, at least based on the traders I've interacted with. It's more or less the same. Maybe since you started and right now, of course, there's been a lot of drama out there. And some of them are misconceptions and things like that. Maybe just to address it, what is... Because I think right now the industry is mature, if I'm not wrong. There are a lot more maybe podcasts, there are a lot more, I would say, different perspectives and takes in the markets. There are guys who are now are done with derivatives, are doing futures contract. That means higher capital implication to them. What is it that you are seeing is still maybe lacking in the industry that maybe you would appreciate if people would maybe speak on it more or address it from your experience so far?
I feel like, let's start with the most obvious thing. You have seen the debate that has been happening, especially with the Forex traders and all that. I think for a minute, people still have that mentality of people group a certain individual or a certain habit to the Forex traders, to everyone. So you're all categorized as that, you're judged based on that. So because so and so did, it becomes, it's a Forex traders thing. So I still feel there is a little bit backward mentality. I don't want to say people are bitter or what. This industry, when you look at it, a lot of people try, but a few genuinely make it, because a few are consistent, a few are determined, and a few can push until they see the reward. So you find that there is still that mentality, and there is just the way people are now taking it as a joke. I was seeing another YouTube video of a comedian talking Forex, doing what, and it actually has views and all that. So this is our business. This is us here. We are doing legit work. We are doing it, and people still don't believe in it. I don't know if it's they don't because they don't. What is your opinion, Rufus?
Well, I would say you don't need to believe in gravity because it's there, right?
Yeah.
It's an industry. We have built it over time. Long gone are the days when people used to say Forex is a scam, you would meet people and they would say, oh, Forex is a scam and stuff. Now they are seeing real results, right? They are seeing traders begin their journey, suffer, struggle in trading, learning process. Eventually they break even, they start making money, and you can witness that with a lot of traders right now, right?
Yeah.
So there is a regulation. So if you go to the Capital Markets Authority, you go to their site, you'll see that they are licensed brokers like FX Pesa, right? So with that, brokers have come up with different programs to enhance traders, right? Providing support. For instance, Bullish Banter is backed by FX Pesa, right? So we provide all this information free of charge, but it's not free. At the end of it all, there's someone who pays for it, right?
Yeah.
So there's various educational programs. There are other traders who are training people. There are academies and everything. So far, the industry has grown so big that you cannot doubt the industry and the statistics in the industry. So from what we are seeing, I would say is the more you grow as an industry, the more tax you will get.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it this way. Say you married a very popular lady around, right? You would get a lot of attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
Sorry, I didn't want to mention names.
Yes.
But of course, there will be a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
So the industry is growing really well.
Okay.
All I'm seeing is more and more traders getting more interested in trading, more interested in information. When we started this podcast, we are literally getting what? 100, maximum 200 or 300 viewers on a whole episode.
Yeah, I remember. I think our podcast for last year was one of the with the highest views.
Yeah. Then we started moving. We were getting 1K. Then we moved to 10K, 30K. And the moment you start seeing those numbers, those are people who are interested in content. Because we don't talk about funny stuff. We don't make memes. We just talk about the markets, trading strategies.
Okay.
If you look at our guests, we literally talk about things that are valuable to a trader. So seeing those numbers rise at that rate and it's consistent, it basically means that there is more interest in the industry.
Okay.
So let's ignore the noise and keep building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Now that you have said you have learned, you have grown, and obviously I want to believe you are not break even, at least you are on the profitable side. Where are you parking the loot?
Where's the granary?
Or rather, of course, trading is speculative and sometimes it can be risky, and you always good to have something for the rainy day.
Yeah.
How are you approaching that as you grow as a trader, as you also mentor people? Because at the end of the day, you do not expect them to make money and also return them to the markets.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Come up again. Pardon.
If you can share,
Yeah.
where are you parking the loot? Yeah. If you can share. Or what would you tell a young trader who has made $10,000
Yeah.
and they are lost of whether to go back to the markets or put it somewhere? How do you nurture them or guide them along this path?
One thing, when it comes to trading, we make money, not every day, but that money, sometimes it's very quick.
Yeah.
You are just chilling, you make some quick money here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to trading, the most important thing, not trading, but life in general, it's very important to also have other sources of income. Mm-hmm. So when you get your money from trading, think of investment. Lately, I've been trying to invest in a few things here and there, so that at least there's nothing good like having passive sources of income.
Yeah.
So I've been having some personal investments here and there. I've also been elevating my life, changing here, and so on, improving my general life.
Softening
my life. At least having a car, having a good house, having what.
Yeah.
But I've also been invested. I don't want to say much about them until they come into plan. Yeah. But I'm working on something big.
That brings me to the next question. Trading, like you said, sometimes there is nothing in the market for you. How boring how boring is that day rather? And now that you don't trade today, you still have some money in your account, of course, but there is no setup.
Yeah.
Have you developed maybe an urge to, people say you quit school or you quit your job to go full time? Is it now something that you're considering maybe doing other businesses on the side? And would you advise somebody to quit to trade full time or balance the two?
I wouldn't advise someone to quit their job because of trading unless it's really, really giving you really good money. You find that sometimes someone is like, hi, Gathoni, I want to quit my job and start learning. They don't understand the process of learning. But once you're also on the profitable side of it, it can really be boring. That's why first I'm a mentor.
Yeah.
So I always commit myself to teaching people 8 a.m. every day, 5 days a week, 8 a.m. class and 8 p.m. class. One thing about that, I'm very young. So when that money comes in, I can easily make funny decisions,
Yeah.
here and there. So for me to be responsible, for me to be someone upright and straight, so
Yeah.
I commit myself every day for 5 days a week, morning class 8 a.m., evening class 8 p.m. That means I have to be at my place 8 p.m.
Okay.
I have to be at my place so that I can have a morning class. I have to be an organized and orderly person.
Okay.
And then I also create a routine around my life so that it can accommodate trading. For example, after class, London session, from there, I can decide to do some few personal activities. Like right now, I'm learning how to swim.
Okay.
After I saw that guy who was 40 years that drowned, it was somewhere on the news.
Yeah.
So I decided to take a personal initiative to learn how to swim,
Okay.
to do gym, to do what you find that I do at least a few things.
Physical fitness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there maybe a book?
Wait a minute. So you learned how to swim in the market before in the water?
Should have started in the real world.
It's a wet planet,
Yeah.
more water than land.
True. Of late, there's been a lot of things happening in the market. Maybe have you come across any, I would say, a book or maybe somebody who is inspiring you in how you are going about your indulgement or engagement with the financial markets?
I think I've not had a Forex book. I have the Trading in the Zone book, but that's just a learning one.
Okay.
But I've been having just a personal book that I've been reading right now. It's a book called Power. It has the 48 laws of life and how to deal with people.
Okay.
How to, when you're dealing with people and all that. I also have another one. It's how to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So it teaches me about how to have a financial discipline.
Okay.
Especially, you see, in this our field, we are not told that you are going to be paid every month a certain amount of money. So it's the little money you're getting in and out, more money, less money. You plan it, you organize it so that you can have that growth.
Okay.
So those are the two books that have been reading. The Power book is really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you mind mentioning the author?
I'm not. I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Very nice. Now, right now we have had a lot of tariff talks. Rufus already mentioned bonds.
Yeah.
What else is happening? China trying to collaborate with Russia, India. How significant are these political noise to how you are approaching the market right now? And I'm speaking from a beginner's point of view.
Yeah.
You are in the market, and then tomorrow Trump is up with 25%, 50%, 1,000%, whichever amount of tariffs. How do you nurture such a person to make sure that they don't get scared, but they also appreciate that this creates an opportunity for them in the markets, or way to manage their risks?
First, I will start by, at least right now, I thank God. For me, I'm not more of a fundamental trader.
Okay.
So I thank God the tariff things are a little bit cooler. There was a time during the year, I can't around Jan,
April.
Feb, we had a lot of, when Trump, 8th after 8th, Feb after Trump ameingia, there was a lot. So that time I was really, really struggling as a trader because first, I'm more of a technical trader.
Okay.
I look at the technical markets kabisa. No, there I'm very good at it, but
Yeah.
the fundamentals I'm a little bit following up on
It's a bit
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I thank God right now we are a little bit calmer, but it plays a very, very important part in the market, especially when the markets are opening, when we are starting a week. So so for a beginner, it's very important for you to also understand the fundamental aspects, because for a currency to buy or sell, it has to be either technically or fundamentally. So they should, but for me, I dwell more on technicals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just pay attention to what might form your bias, and then go back to the.
Like for example, the tariffs and all that.
Yeah.
I use the CNBC to look at a few things that are happening, the data that are coming in and out, just in my mind. But for me, I follow more on the technicals a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Finally, social media noise.
Yeah.
You're already on social media. You go to TikTok to peruse, screen other traders. Do you find that the number of charts being posted by all types of traders playing any part in how you approach the markets? Especially, it's just a chart, and then next week it's maybe $10,000, $20,000. How would you rather guide a young trader, or even an intermediate? Sometimes you fall into the trap of the FOMO. Gold is up 1,000 pips. Somebody bought it at 3,200 and it's 35, 60.
They have I don't know how much
or it's edited.
True. Do these things play a bit part in how you approach the market on a day whereby there is nothing in the market, or for you have gotten used to them?
As I say,
even you post sometimes. So
I do post a lot. Every day I do post. When I have a trade, I do post. But again, we have all the different reasons to post. I post to show people, we are doing this, we are doing that. So again, I told you, with time comes experience. You become a little bit calm. You avoid the noises. And for a beginner, or if you're intermediate, or if you're getting intimidated by those big screenshots and all that, we have our own personal and different journeys when it comes to trading, and in all aspects of life. We are never the same. So if whatever you say, it's either you take it, you just look, you see and go, or you take it and then it starts to influence you, and then you're there, and then you're trying to make big moves overnight. And as you know, trading, you can't skip the process. You can't, even in success, you can't cheat success. You must pay for it. So you just don't see someone is posting $10,000 and you're like, why tomorrow I want to make the same $10,000. You don't know what they did. You don't know how they have suffered. You don't know if yesterday they lost 50,000.
You don't even know if it's real.
Again, you don't know if it's real or not.
From what I've seen recently, there has been a trend of traders basically bashing guys with small accounts. Let's say you're a beginner, you have a small account, you're trying to learn how to trade a $50, $100 account before you grow. And let's say you post some analysis, a trade, you have 0.01 lots, and some guy on the internet says, no, 0.01.
Can't buy you a Lamborghini.
0.01 won't buy you a Lambo. You need to take more risk. What would you say about that? And let's say for young traders listening to this podcast.
Again, it comes back to the same thing I've said. We are all different. Our journey is different. So it's either you take it positively. You can see that, and then maybe tomorrow you'll be more confident to at least go to from 0.01 to 0.02. That's also a step. So it's either whatever is being posted out there, you take it positively, or you allow it to get in your head, and then you start using big lot sizes. Again, the capital they have, it's not the same as your capital. The knowledge, the experience is not the same. So when it comes to trading, knowledge and skills and capital come in handy. When you have a lot of skills and then you don't have capital, it also becomes hard. When you have a lot of capital without skills, you lose the money. So it's time and experience. Give yourself some grace. At least you're learning something. At least you're working, you're pushing yourself. That is all that matters. With time, everything will work out.
As they say, a trader with experience versus a trader with capital and no skill the trader with experience basically gives the other guy some experience.
This is a Rufus saying. Nobody's okay.
Normally,
Yeah.
in the markets, these guys have not even met physically.
Yeah.
But you execute your trade hot on, let's say, Euro USD. You have a lot of capital, but you don't have experience. The guy on the other side of the trade has a lot of experience and little capital. In the end, the guy with a lot of capital will end up with some experience.
Yeah.
The guy with a lot of skill will end up with some cash.
Yeah. It's a win-win situation, right?
Yep.
Talking of which, this year you have said the tariffs did a bit a number of was there, if you don't mind sharing, the biggest L you had so far this year? And how did you turn around from that? Because I know sometimes you get a big L and you're like, it is not a must, by the way.
Or like, let me go and take a swim.
Yes. I've not had like a big L in a single day, but I've had a month where I was in a drawdown. Yeah. And I remember it was just that month when I just bought my car. I had that hype.
Okay.
So
you need to
just
fuel.
all out. No, it's not even about fuel. I'm just all outside. I'm not analyzing the market. I'm not having my time in the charts. So it really affects. What you're doing also affects how you're analyzing the market and how you're looking. And you also trading is you have to work. You have to stay. You have to watch the charts. You have to wait for the setup. So I'm just outside. I'm busy. I entered the trade and all that. So I ended up losing a lot of money. I won't give the figures, but it was one of my losing months where I went down.
Okay.
I had to sit down, pause, relax, allow all the heat with everything to cool down, and then I come back slowly in the charts and start. But it takes a lot. When you start losing, people don't understand. Even you, when you're a mentor, you do lose. You lose.
How did you stop the bleeding?
I think it was just time.
Or you cut the entire leg off.
It's just time. With time, it starts to heal. You wait, you pause. I'm a person who takes...
The question I'm really asking is, the process that you realized, being through this couple of trades, I have a drawdown, I need to, let's say, stop trading, or I need to change tactic. Like, explain the process, how it went.
The money, the money, all of it. You have to stop.
You were forced out.
Yeah.
So the broker stopped you.
I don't have money to fund anymore, so I have to stop. You just stop because you have to stop, and there is no more money. So you stop, and then you start afresh. You come down, you start again.
0.01, and then
all the way up.
Okay. Interesting.
And what people don't understand, those are those bad days when you have to collect yourself slowly. When it comes to trading, someone can easily maybe blow their accounts and they're done. And it takes, you're a person, you have feelings. This is money you're losing. You don't have money.
Some people will take the frustration to social media.
Yes. Then now it's where they'll say this Forex, but you take time, you work, you work on yourself, you get back. Even if you're losing money, if you're there and you're losing money, take a step backward, look at what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? Then from there, take calculated measures. Don't take drastic measures. Just start slowly, work on yourself, and get back to the markets.
Excellent. As we wrap up, you already talked about gold being bullish. Yeah. Do you have a hot take on it?
Hot take.
Price prediction.
All I know is that it's going to be, we are going high, we are going up. So I'm anticipating that we'll continue buying maybe for the next, especially this September. I think the market will be really, really bullish. So I'm looking to getting those trades, especially when you're starting the impulsive moves every day. So I'm looking to look at the market like that.
Interesting. What else are you trading besides gold?
I trade NASDAQ a lot, but as you know, it has been a little bit challenging. One day we are going up. Yesterday we are dropping massively. I think yesterday we had massive sales around 11, 12, and I was like, So
Then
for me,
and then in the evening we are back up.
yeah, like today we started with sales. Yesterday after the sales,
Yeah.
in the New York session, we started bullish movement,
Yeah.
and now we are buying. So I usually trade NASDAQ a lot, but for me it hasn't been my cup of tea. So when this one is not working out, you go there. Then also have other pairs that I trade, like Euro USD and GBP USD. As I said, I'm a signal provider, so I also have to look at my clients. Not all of them can be able to trade gold and all that. So I also look at my pairs like Euro USD and the pound.
Okay. Any question that you have for us?
Any question? Do I have a question for you? I don't think I have. I had a question. I have forgotten, but there was a time we were discussing something and I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
But I think, are you currently in a running trade as we speak?
Yeah.
We on which pair?
The one we have been talking about.
Which one? We have talked about
XAUSD.
Rufus, are you in a running trade?
No, I'm not in a
Okay.
So I'm the one who is on the hot seat.
I also have current running trades.
Okay.
Yeah. Just wanted to we finish and like look where are we? What are
we
we
need to
doing?
check.
Yeah, we need to check.
Don't worry. The New York Open will be in the next 15 minutes. We are recording at 4 p.m., so that's why we are on the time. Any parting shot for traders, today?
Yeah. Any parting?
Short.
My last words for you, let's start with, if you're a beginner trader, remember when it comes to trading, consistency is everything. You have to put in the energy, you have to put in the work. And as I said again, you can't cheat success. You have to put in the energy, work. And in trading, it's all about consistency. When you look at me last year and me this year, it's just about consistency. If I gave up, if I didn't push myself, I don't think I will be here. So it's just about consistency.
Excellent. Where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Miss Gathoni, ms.gathoni on Instagram, on TikTok, FX with Gathoni, on YouTube, FX with Gathoni, on X, FX with Gathoni.
Interesting.
Very nice.
I think it's has been a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
For me, you can find me on Bullish Banter Telegram. We have a new channel that will be doing more content for you as our community. So we're asking you to share the link on our Telegram so that we have more members in the community. Also, including yourself, we would like you and your people to join us.
Yes.
Yeah, contribute.
Community.
It's an open space, sort of traders community. So feel free to share your questions, ideas. You don't understand tariff. There'll be economists in there. You don't understand NFP, economists wako hapo ndani. You want to understand geopolitics, we'll have people to explain on that. And therefore, it will be an all-rounded financial literacy group. Nothing funny there. So if there is nothing to say, you can always keep it shut. But if you have something to say or question to ask, push it away. Somebody will be assigned to you shortly. I've been your host, Jesse. You can find me on X at Bullish Banter Official, on Telegram, or not Telegram, but rather Instagram, Bullish Banter. And if you have any comment to add on this or a question for any or either of us, you can put them on the comment section on YouTube or on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on the Bullish Banter Telegram channel. Other than that, have yourself a peaceful rest of your day and adios.